Welcome back, everybody. The American Heart Association's Austin chapter is gearing up for one of its biggest events of the year, the Austin Heart Ball.
That event is happening this Saturday, and the goal there is to raise critical money to support life-saving research, education, and programs aimed at improving heart health here across our community. Joining us this morning to talk more about that is Eric Day. He is the chair of this year's Heart Ball. And Eric, we want to say welcome and thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here.
I know we want to get into the details of the event. I'm sure there's lots of fun things planned, but let's just start with the basics about why this is such an important thing to do yet again here in Austin.
You know, I mean, I think everyone in your audience knows that, you know, heart health and heart disease, stroke is one of the leading causes of death among men and women, but mostly for women, it's probably the leading cause of death for women. And so the American Heart Association is all about finding life-saving research, making sure that we have programs teaching people about CPR, the importance of getting your blood pressure tested, and making sure that the city understands there's a lot of things you can do to prevent yourself from heart disease and stroke.
Of course.
Yeah. So talk about this event this weekend. For those of you who haven't been, I can attest it is such a fun event every year, and its goal is to raise money for those programs. But talk a little bit more about where that money raised from the Heart Ball will actually go.
Yeah, so ultimately the Heart Ball is our biggest fundraiser of the year, right? We hope to raise the most money we've ever raised in the history of the Heart Ball here in Austin this year, so it's really exciting. We'll probably have 30% more people at it this year than we've had in the past. And all of that money goes to all of the research that we talked about, right? How do we make sure that we ultimately drive preventative health? How do we ensure that we have good nutritional programs for people so people are eating heart healthy? How do we get people trained and ultimately certified in CPR? And ultimately, how do we get more blood pressure monitoring around the city? So there's a lot of really cool and interesting things that happen with that money.
Yeah, very direct ways that it's going to help the community.
100%.
Okay, so what are some of the biggest heart health challenges that you all have seen here in Central Texas that are really important to address?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to sound pretty logical, but it's eating and exercise, right? It's really important. And what makes Austin so great is we are a very exercise-friendly city, but you know, there's always challenges in what you have to eat. There's a lot of wonderful food that we like to go ahead and eat in Austin. It's probably one of the best foodie towns there is in the United States, but you know, you have to make sure that you're watching what you eat, even when you go to those really nice, beautiful, new, fun restaurants here in Austin. And a lot of these things ultimately can create health challenges, right? My mom was, you know, a pretty active person, but I didn't think she necessarily took the best care of herself, suffered a mini stroke, and ultimately had carotid arteries when she was in her early 70s. And so thank God that research and that care saved her life. And I think a lot of people out in the community and your viewers have that similar experience. And there's just so much education that we can give the community on what they can do to take better care of themselves.
Talk a little bit about the event itself. I know attending in the past, it's not just folks who are involved with the association. You guys are trying to really reach the community to bring them in. There's some educational aspects to this fun event too.
100%, and a lot of recognition about people that are out there in the community doing amazing things to really focus on not only heart health, but really help what American Heart Association is trying to do. The event is a fun evening. You know, it's obviously cocktails and dinner, but there's going to be a beautiful program where we really recognize those people that are leading the community and helping what we're trying to do. And then we're going to kick it off at the very end with a bit of entertainment, and we're doing all in on heart health. That's the theme this year. And so we've got a little casino fun play at the end with a big, huge jazz band at the end of the night so that people can dance and have a really good time, and we can celebrate what an amazing year it's been in Austin to create dollars and resources for this amazing cause.
Sounds like a lot planned then.
Yes.
For this weekend. Again, that's on Saturday. For people who have not maybe bought a ticket, or if there are any available, what is it that people can do to get involved and give back?
Well, I mean, there's an amazing amount of things that you can do. Obviously, you can follow on Heart TX on Instagram and Facebook to understand what events are coming up. You can volunteer. You can do a lot of things throughout the year. Or if you go to heart.org and you look for the Austin chapter, you can obviously donate to the organization as well. Any donation, $1, $5, anything is a huge contribution to life-saving care.
Eric Day, chair of this year's Heart Ball, thank you so much for being here, and we hope you guys have a wonderful time on Saturday.
It's my pleasure. Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, and thanks for reminding us why this event is so important.
It's really important. Stay healthy.
Yeah.